We've collaborated with 2 workforce development programs to develop money mindset cards. Activity cards that are meant to promote dialogue around our inspiration, our identity, and our intention when it comes to our financial lives. We talk about whether you're a spender or you're a saver or you're something in between. We talk about how can we take what we're learning about our values and make some intentional next steps to build the financial futures we want.
The financial literacy piece that was missing was like understanding why they were spending it and getting them to understand what the purpose of money was and how it could benefit them in the long run. Without money mindset, we used to tell them, like, you know, say we had like a saving bonus match where they would save $200 and then at the end of the program we would match them $200. It seemed like that's all they were saving was for that. But now it's like with the money mindset, they're able to reflect better on what they're doing with their money.
What we ultimately want to be able to accomplish with money mindset is not just how much do you have in a savings account, it's how are you achieving the financial future that you want to achieve. So that, I think, it's not so much about the dollars and cents, it's about fulfilling what it is that you desire. And yes, money has to get you there in some cases, but we want the focus, the drive to be really about the aspiration. Let that motivate someone to move towards that direction and the rest will come.
Them being able to see it hands-on and actually see where their money's going and how they can save it is a lot easier for them. I feel like for youth, like I think they don't want to sit and listen to lectures. They rather do actual activity.
Because there are multiple cards, it's not just like 1 or 2. We can utilize them throughout the entire program other than just having that one conversation about money and financial literacy, and they get it and they're good for 2 days or so, but having it spread out, having the activities nice and short and sweet, basically.
It's a neat thing that the money mindset cards like give you those, like, okay, well, ask them some questions to get them thinking, you know, like these are the thinking questions to ask to get their minds rolling. So like with the first, you ask maybe like the first question from that, and that ends up spiraling into multiple more questions that aren't even on the card. So now you're getting more in depth into the reason why people are spending, or to the reason why people are saving, or to the reason why people want to do this kind of things, right?
Our hope is that money mindset isn't just a set of cards that someone hands to a staff person. It's really what it does is it inspires a whole new culture that surrounds the way that we approach financial capability.
We got to find new tools, new solutions, because for many years we've been trying to attempt financial literacy and financial capabilities, but if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we're not getting to the root causes. So what's been exciting again about working with the approach and the design approach about people-centered approaches, meeting people where they're at and testing out these new solutions to be able to pilot, scale, and implement with success.
And after the money mindset cards, they're like, oh, I'm saving money for college now. Like my tuition's covered, but I still have other stuff I need to pay for. Gas, travel expenses. So getting them to think ahead of that, right? And then even thinking like, oh, when you're 30, right? Do you want to be in debt, or do you want to be like living paycheck to paycheck, or do you want to make sure that you are financially stable enough to be able to make sure all your bills get paid on time, make sure you have money in case of emergency, stuff like that, right? It's neat seeing them take that information and actually apply it to their life. Like, I wish this was around when I was younger, because it would have actually helped me prepare my future. Like, I probably would have a pretty hefty savings account right now had I would have known all this information prior.